Good. Put it on the switch. Good. Where he can get up. Wake up. Return. Go. One more. Up.
Welcome back to Morocco for the second half of this final Group B match between Côte d'Ivoire and Uganda at the 2026 CAF Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations. It is 1-1 at the halfway point. Côte d'Ivoire taking the lead through a belated goal, initially ruled out for an offside, only to be reinstated. Dunion Drebo just about onside. The officials had a lengthy look at the pitch side monitor. A couple of potential fouls as well in the end. Reinstated that goal. Uganda levelling things up. No debate around that one. Stunning free kick from Henry Mahuzi. Put them back within touching distance of a spot in the knockout rounds. That was until Cameroon goal late in first half stoppage time in the other game. Reminder for those just joining us perhaps that Uganda need to better the result of Cameroon due to their head-to-head. Lost the game 3 days ago, currently level on 3 points each. Coming into this one, still need to hope for a slip up from Cameroon in the other game. Grab a winner here as things stand. Changes being made by both games. Head coaches here. Côte d'Ivoire. Suleiman Kone coming on. See the number. Who's replacing? Might have been a 17. Hard to tell in the sunlight. Diabate. If so, departing, it will be a double change for Uganda. Abdul Shaka, Babi, Roton, fresh legs on the wing, the number 7. And Arafat Ibanda, also brought on at the back. Defender. The official team sheet is lining up right on the halfway line. Auxiliary striker. Uganda have to go for it from here on out. certainly has. He's straight on. As we get underway, 45 minutes remaining. Confirmation it was Diabate to make way for Côte d'Ivoire. There you go. Hard Ismail replaced by Abdul Shakur Babi for Uganda. Our captain, Keyser, is down inside 30 seconds, needing some treatment. Caught there by the goal scorer, Trebo. No Malice certainly making the clearance. The big centre back. Keyser running into his still elevated boot. More than anything else, really. It was Olwa, the other, to make way for Uganda. Kind of want to start strong here. Get in front if they can. Apply the pressure to Cameroon in the other game. Have corner kick. 2 minutes of the second half gone. Sent towards the back post, just about got there. Diabate got something on it. Tips it out with players in white lurking behind him. Another corner on the other side. He will now be staring into the sun. Makiza with the delivery. See Owino lurking there. Someone else has threw themselves into the back post. Now over to Mubiru to take. Right footed, left back. For today. For an in-swinger to a sea of bodies there. Around the 6-yard box. If there were a 3-yard box, they'd all be pretty much within that. Most of them on the goal line. Awkward. For Adama Diabate. In the end, totally unthreatening. Didn't beat the first man. Another opportunity though to lift it in for Mubiru. That one does reach the keeper. No one around him. Next to sets Côte on his way. So there's brushed off the ball, a substitute. You can see the new live standings with Cameroon's single goal against the DRC. Moving them within 1 point of the Côte d'Ivoire. Even if Uganda competes in the tournament here, wouldn't move ahead.
Uganda will have heard that, and they'll be
the opposition.
remember, they actually Norwich for the Republic of Congo 3-0. They actually had 10-10 while they scored the third goal. It was a great finish as well. If you didn't have a chance to go and watch it, you definitely should. The table toppers have beaten both Cameroon and the Republic of Congo. Cameroon get it on the right-hand side, a little bit of time to try and lift his head up, provide a good ball in, it's been defended well.
Marines do have something to play for here. Short of qualification, not though short of top spot. It's that head-to-head rule. With a win.
He had a nice little body feint, and I think he just got caught on the ankle on the foot.
Above Côte d'Ivoire.
Logo, not the best control. TT uses his strength well. Yes. Got that right shoe. be a painful one, there's no doubt about it. Whether it's malicious or not, it's completely, it doesn't matter at all. It's still going to be painful. The team only had a 5-minute rest in the second half before they're called back on. They've done their cardio over the course of leading up to this tournament, the medical team, because frankly they've been running on and off this pitch relentlessly for both teams. Try and stretch out the pain.
Taken up there by trying to run through the lines.
Definitely not making TT any more comfortable
with
time.
I think a shot. He'll truly know. It's a cross or a shot either way. See how to play.
That was number 12, Justin Kalubu Longo. This is it from It doesn't get better the more time you see it, that's for sure.
U-17 join the conversation online or social media.
Doesn't mean it's any less painful
Choice.
As he's
To talk about.
hopping,
Skipping,
jumping, not quite jumping off the field.
Great. Another talking point there, Quinny.
Any awards
Really deep.
the way he's moving at the moment.
The target man in the first half is still the centre forward. Now getting the most advanced position a few times in the second half.
Cameroon will get back underway. Could instigate the first substitution that we'll see in this game, though. Although we saw Bonga treat and not come off, so it's anybody's guess, really. Cameroon flooding forward though, and trying to bring it again on the overlapping run, but Baliag's ball into him, yet again, not really being the right one. Just behind him in the end.
Juicy
though for DR Congo to load the back post. Deliveries on set pieces haven't really been that fantastic so far. Pretty much sums up the game really. In terms of final quality. They've got a chance to really get it right. Uganda.
3 players, 3 teams.
Not the best again. Needs to go a little bit further than that, or point flicked on, I suppose.
Beaten one
There's
another.
an opportunity here. It's not the best ball in, but Loco has a couple of steps on it. Tries to whip it in back across the box. Mbogo tries to put himself about, get the
Very strong
position at the end, actually gives it away.
There, 3 positive goal difference. Should fall behind it. Uganda would move on to 6 points. Cameroon would move on to 6 points. Côte d'Ivoire be on 6 points with Uganda having beaten the Côte d'Ivoire. Côte d'Ivoire having beaten Cameroon. Cameroon having beaten Uganda.
He popped up at number 10 position.
Very complicated.
But it's Kabundi. My sheet's playing more borderline playmaker role, which
matches
a little bit confusing.
teams.
Number 10 is not playing in the number 10 position. He's playing a sort of deeper.
All group matches, but we have another VS review before we can worry about that. It would be for a potential red card. Really, the challenge made.
He had a decent flick on that. He only had 2 people
looked out from last time,
he was
decided
where
goal.
he was aiming it.
Gave them a 1 goal advantage.
Wins the ball
One
back
advantage.
briefly. Yep, they do have a foot on the ball. Bit of space out here on the right hand side. They try and charge through the centre. Referee's going to give a free kick against the right. It's the DR Congo's midfield that's so hot on the Cameroonian midfield. You can never seem to get a bit of a break going, and it's probably a good tactic to have by DR Congo. We are going to have to change by the looks of it. Baliag coming off the pitch.
Seems to have got a
First
total
substitution of the game.
first, but then
Baliag
has he gone in out of control.
and Kader coming on.
It's timed so many challenges so well. If he got there first.
Give
First,
maybe
sure
it's
that
all
it's
right.
right, free enough.
Move
Look
Canada.
at down the first.
Comes on
on,
check
check
to
to
replace Valiant. Who really has not done that much, to be fair, in this game.
No red card.
Not been the best
That
that
was.
certainly
Allowed
allowed
us
it.
to freeze
Freeze
Mike,
Mike,
but
but
I'm
Hoping
hoping
to
we'll
play
play
on
on.
that space, because Moose has been flying forward and pretty much every opportunity.
Side,
Nice
this
to
time.
play here by Congo on the side.
Side
Loco
player.
gets it down well. It's just behind. Loco's fuming. He's not afraid to let his feelings be felt and to be known by his teammates. Cameroon this time get the better of Congo midfield. Tried to move out to the right again, almost runs it straight in. The ball ends up there eventually.
This
The first time in a while.
To Sombeng, the goal
He's
scorer
made
is a little bit
it
spell.
spell.
There's a nice bit of skill. In the end, it doesn't actually really help out, and there's a sort of a wavering
Out of
shot
half on that occasion.
by Massacon.
Fine now, Timbia. Nice drop of the shoulder. Create some space, find the pass.
Sombeng just
Well overhit though.
goodness, this
Out.
confident play in the back line. Gamba and his goalkeeper playing fire somewhat. Managed to get away with it for the time being. Need to bring the ball down here to
State of play, 10 minutes or so gone in the second half.
try and isolate
Some
the
1-0 Cameroon. The other game,
Needs to play triangles through the right-hand side. You've seen that certainly a lot more than we have done on this left-hand side for the first half. Second half, Remember, it was two, and that these two teams met to Cameroon. And the Dominican Republic of Congo have an opportunity here. Nice little touch. And again, good defending by Cameroon. Now, right at the last inside that area, they haven't really been able to manage to manufacture anything, even if they've had good play leading up to it.
And up. With the free kick.
Second half possession stats indicate
For now, I'll try and find a winner here.
DR Congo had better possession more the ball, 55%. They are having it in
6
slightly
points.
threatening positions without actually getting a shot off. It's slightly better in Bombo trying to wiggle their way through.
Pass there from
Cameroon and what will be
cut
cut
out.
out is not the most solid thing in the world. Still a little bit fragile. They'll know that.
Keep that one away anyway.
Not quite
One will do anywhere we do. Only going to bring it down.
Congo to win it.
The
But
teammates.
they still need to take the
Well, you can't imagine the final
that is
third.
taking 3 points. They're not
Not worrying about Ivory Coast or Uganda.
for
the
some
corner.
men, would have been the player to try and sweep that one in. It was great play from the centre from Cameroon, who seemed to have woken up through the centre of the park. Two great opportunities in the matter of about 30 seconds, neither of which have been taken.
Call. Presumably from Larry
Still
Kingston,
feel an
one of his
awful lot
team.
safer than 1-0 if they could have managed to get that one in.
High boots. It's a call from the referee.
Allez, bosse sur l'élément. Bosse sur l'élément, il est mort lui là. Va. Non, non, quitte la non, je le dis.
He's checking back. Bazongo. His pass is sticking at the moment. Chance to break away here. Knocked on. He's up, looking for the pass. The second time this time to Babi. Didn't find its target. Easily down the line. Brilliantly to the boot of Côte. Goes down in the box. Right out in agony. No real appeals from his teammates or his team on the sidelines. They fancy another challenge. One successful, one unsuccessful thus far. I think it was the way which is locked into the turf that caused the issue for the big centre forward ball. He was claiming a penalty. Côte d'Ivoire, meanwhile, at the World Cup 6 months ago, knocked out group stages, tough group, Switzerland, South Korea and Mexico. Disappointed those two pick up 0 points from those 3 games. Beaten heavily by Switzerland and then loudly by Mexico. 3-1 South Korea on the final day. Their 5th appearance at the Under-17 World Cup. On debut in 1987, he claimed the bronze medal. In the semi-finals, 5-1 by the Soviet Union. It was claiming third place, beating Italy in the third place playoff. Their best results from those 5 appearances. To go one better still. World Cup. 6 months' time again. Now annual competition, 17 World Cup. 5 years in a row. Take place in Qatar. Expanded 48-team format, which allows 10 African teams to feature. Well, one of them be Uganda. Here they come again, strong goal, out. Came Diabate, got there crucially. His defence were at 6s and 7s. He's set away, his attackers now with the number 7. Here comes Cloud. Racing forward, shorter options. Uganda defenders, well drilled in front of him. Forming a back 4, very clear to see.
Esse é o primeiro passo. Eu senti que este culto significa história, responsabilidade, família. Este esforço exige tudo de você e te devolve tudo. Essa semana não é sobre o fim, é sobre.
Nearly got there ahead of Diabate as well. Might have been able to tee up Korea. It's 27th of December 2011. Some watching on, I'm sure, very old. That's Korea. The 14-year-old. Not even 14 and a half yet. Nonetheless, with a goal in the tournament. second in the 3-0 win over DRC.
DRC.
That's the end of the first half stoppage time. Third came in the 82nd minute. Have to wait that long for a winner here. Nice interchange of play, just beyond Owino, coming in on the near side was Babi. Caused the Côte d'Ivoire issues. Themselves into a pretty strong spell here. Uganda, all the momentum and the response from Basiriki Diabate is to bring on his namesake, Yusuf Diabate, as well as the 20, Suleiman Tuo. Double change. Kone to make way. Centre forward. Placed by a midfielder. And that's missed. It's into the back of the net, but the wrong side of it from Uganda perspective. A rare mistake from Adama Diabate. Misjudged that and well have been punished. Back post. A fine line here, it's Côte d'Ivoire. Back at the final third. Want to be with 20 minutes remaining. A quarter of this game to go now. Both ends today. Another change coming in for Côte d'Ivoire. Succession. Sean White with the triple change. Congo will now also make way. Place. Nomane. Scorer. Nomane in the tournament. The opening goal of Group B. Right winger. See another change. Thick and fast now. Heading into the final 20 minutes. Comes Ogema for Uganda. Back on the volley there by the captain. It's up. All the way. Goal frustratingly. Yeah, wait for a game up. Change Uganda 4 made by Diabate. Looks like Uganda want to win this one. Remains 1-0. Road in the other game. Group is that's on a knife edge. Throwing that off and leaving it to Luki Musi. There again, but Trevo behind for a corner. This time the bundle of players around the penalty spot rather than the 6-yard box. And a line queuing neatly. Attack this ball from the training ground. Ugandan players in a row and Maureen defenders trying to deal with it. Where another, it's an awkward one to defend against. It's repelled. It might turn into a counter-attack as well. The ball stays on the right side of the line, which it does not. Now with a rare witness control. Not been quite as energised and creative as he was in the first half, but still a dangerous outlet for Divoire. Nomane. Goal for the first time. What he can do. To the other. One now with a corner of their own. They attack this one. Similarly, loitering around the penalty spot. Diabate to take the way at the front post. Coming straight back at the down the goal here and eventually pitching his footing at the crucial moment there. To the final 15. Very down. Need of some treatment. The hopeful ball forwards. Brilliant first piece of control. Bomba. Tim. Showing what he can do with his feet in attack as well. The aerial presence he poses from set pieces. Pointing delivery. Delivering in that regard. In the second half, Côte d'Ivoire. By everyone. Way through Drobo to tidy up. Quite a high press though, and certainly applying pressure with it. Uganda. One back. Mugaru with the header. Babi finds it in. That's a lovely first and second touch. Save made and hacked away by his defence. Dama Diabate does the job. If it was too close to him, perhaps. It was brilliant initially. The footwork from
Substitute Uganda. Fires straight down the throat. However, Diabate rushing the throw. Again, trouble early. Get the ball into the box. Vision there is going to play it down, but we'll play on here. It's with Namane. Changes one way, the other. So two under pressure. It's through. The flag will go up. Tell from the lack of celebrations from the Ivorian players. They expected that. In an offside position.
C'est 19.
Spaces watching on, freaking Trevino behind the hats and sunglasses. To see the future of African football. Yes, he's checking this one. Really wanting to get something up. It's a very young team, even relative terms. Fewer than 5 players born in 2011. 2 of those in December, 1 in October, 2 in July as well. 5 14-year-olds on the pitch. They're holding their own. But for the third time, the referee will be required to head over. Look at his pitch side monitor here. A moment of jeopardy for this Uganda side. Exactly what they're checking here. It's the whether it's in fact pass from a Uganda player. It hasn't touched Ivorian at all. It can't be offside. It's the new question to be asked. Yeah. Right, the referee had some interesting questions to answer. Hard to tell from this angle. Maybe another one. Diabate brought on 5 or 10 minutes ago and wriggled his way through. That's the other angle. This is what we need to see. A little earlier on. Goal for Kone. Well, another VS review, another goal for the Côte d'Ivoire. It breaks the Ugandan hearts. There was no touch from Diabate. There'll be no assist. They won't care. Inadvertent pass through from a Uganda boot. Sets up Kone, who makes it 2-1 with 10 minutes remaining. It will need to be all out attack from here for Uganda, barring a miracle turnaround in the other game. It was Torino with the pass. See there is no touch on the ball from Diabate. Frustration, clearly, for Uganda head coach Kingston. He's had 2 PS reviews go against him. I think he's requested one of his own. He spotted something else. There is the inadvertent creator. Florian, second goal. There will be no further checks. 7.5 minutes plus additional time remaining. A few added on. So there were at the end of the first half. A couple of reviews, not as lengthy as the first one, but there's still time here. Turn this around, things up once before, and try to do so once again. For starters, free kick, yellow card for Diakite.
gusa hari byaba bitari updating hari wenda ngo bibe bitarajya simbizi ukuntu byaba bimeze ngiye kabisa description ndi kubona muri iki gihamo
Uganda. The the captain.
usanga
Doing something here.
koresha indi device
Meters left. Guard against would be a very opportunistic effort on goal. Fired in low. Leave that to someone behind him. Uberu. For a corner. Sets his sizes. One of
device.
5 players, 6-yard box, another one on the goal line. One from the playbook. It's that kind of area. Short danger dealt with, but drop for Mubiru. So ran into trouble. Well, we'll look to break away here. Kill the game off with a third. Into the final 5 minutes. It's almost identical to the second between the two games. Remains 1-0 to Cameroon. Date you about any change there. About 2 seconds ahead of us in terms of game time. So, game up. It's up a yellow card for Uganda. Fairly arbitrary now. Things stand for Uganda. So they might be heading to a third consecutive third place finish. Another, at least, World Cup playoff spot. That's one though by Uganda. His captain with the pass. Standings. 5 minutes remaining. Simpler time 6-3-0. Nicely separated. If that third goal of the game had gone the other way. Yeah. Pitch 11. Pause here. Collision. Cloud and Mugaru. Certainly the back's done wrong here. Down awkwardly. Glau spent live wire to the 85 minutes here. Brought on. And limp over to it. Will that be the end of his game? Too lasting. Might have worked himself into the thoughts of his manager. That performance, for more than short cameos he'd earned the previous 2 games. Still pushing on. Uganda not giving up. So 2 minutes plus additional time.
Wagarutse.
Things happen in football.
Wagarutse.
They need 2 goals here, both of their own. They need 1 goal.
Ese
In the other game,
niwe ufite imfunguzo?
1-0 defeat last time out.
Okay.
Second improved costly.
Urabona se uri bugaruke ryari?
Pulled up in Mugaru to camp on the left-hand side of the defence, dealt with by his teammates. Veering over to cover.
Nyine dore saa mbiri se zigeze. Nambwiye ngo harabura nk'agasaha kamwe ariko ntabwo babyizera. Ariko njye ntaribi batana ubwo nasiteyinga mu kigo njye nkayimeditira mu kigo.
Onto his head again. That wasn't too far away. Martin wasn't sure. Tipped it on just in case. And the angle to see it was drift wide, but totally sure of his surroundings. And his posts were seemingly young Marine keeper. So with 30 seconds of the 90 minutes remaining, chance to cause some more chaos in the box. It's heading for the goal line again. Players can you fit in a 6-yard box? How many chances can you fit in 6 minutes of additional time? Final change for Côte d'Ivoire is about to be made. Ori Dumbia replaced Clout, unsurprisingly. Straight swap out on the wing. 2 Dumbias joins beside him. Abdul Rahman Dumbia midfield. He makes his way over to sidelines. Very close to the keeper. There's so much pressure on him though he can't deal with it. Eventually, grabbed graciously, gratefully by keeper Diabate. It's all a bit desperate. Flicked on in the end by Abanda. Away. They're in half by Côte d'Ivoire, but he's hit pass from Babi. Straight back to them. Sentence possession changing hands. That's knocked forwards. Bahuzi the first goal. Deflection It's a kind one. Down with Diabate. Might not get his third consecutive clean sheet. He's shown what he can do once again here. Side up, hitting for maximum 9 points. 6 additional minutes remaining, and they could have wrapped it up there. Brilliant ball onto the head of Kone. Totally lost his bearings. Just misjudged the contact either way. Wide. Back down the other end. So we know the goal just kept rising. Boyd. 3 weights high on 6 points. Settled by difference between it's only containing those 3 teams. Arte ends a yellow card. Time wasting. Exactly the one that Uganda hoping for. Final, potentially final anyway, for Uganda. Today, captain tonight. One final push. 6-yard box is to the back post. Out came Diabate, got a hand to it, so it won't be a final corner after all. Just one more to come from the final side. With the back post. Well claimed. Diabate, referee already blown. Yes. Request being made now by Harrier Kingston. Maybe not. Once again. Card in his hand. Ghanaian. Reporting family. Son Jacob now running his trade with Accra Great Olympics. His brother Richard did play at the World Cup in 2006, 2010 as well. The infamous for Ghana. Denied by Luis Suarez on the line. There'll be more similar drama here. Great cries. Goal. And the keeper in the back of the net. We didn't see it. Got to unpack here. Diabate supporting his hip. It's definitely crossed the line. Uganda players are celebrating. Oh, surely it's not going to stand. So it was a collision with his own players. 3 Uganda players charging in. The young keeper has been sent flying. Desperate times, those are certainly desperate measures. I have celebrated the graphic. Still reads 2-1 to the Côte d'Ivoire. Will be another final trip over to the pitch side monitor for the referee. Certainly got his steps in today. Clear obstruction on the keeper. Him over the line. This should be a quick and cursory check. The argument you could make is he was heading backwards anyway. As he spilt it, that would be the crucial decision, but it doesn't look like he has until it's knocked out of his hands by Uganda captain Mukiza. There as well. Life difficult for him. Valeri underneath the ball. It's the party. Still having a thorough look at this. Côte d'Ivoire players really involved. Only one anywhere near was Diakite, the left back. Referee seen enough. Getting hard to hear, but foul on the keeper. Expected. Goal will not stand. Côte d'Ivoire have their lead. So too Cameroon in the other game. 98 minutes now on the clock. On pitch 11, it's finished for Cameroon. Uganda's chances are officially 0. Push on, nonetheless, finish on a high. We will be heading to that World Cup playoff. Hope back to Qatar again in 6 months. What was always a tough task, up against Côte d'Ivoire side, taking all the points available to them without conceding a goal, proved to be task was too tough for this brave Uganda side. Might get a penalty here though, down in the box. Referee's pointed for a goal kick. It was Mubaru who's gone down. It's not always been the clearest, but Kingston surely use a challenge if he has one remaining there. Guess what? I called it the final corner. It wasn't the final corner. I called it the final VS check. It wasn't the final VS check. One more trip to his monitor for the referee. The onside initially. Evander laid off. How much collision, how much contact was there on the far side between Mubaru and Tiazon? This is angle of legs. Left back. White has gone past the right back in orange. It's clumsy at worst from Tiazon, but clumsy often enough for a penalty. Surely be too little too late. Down to advancement to the knockout rounds, but they could end with their heads held high and a point at least here. Available. Enough contact. Willing to go to ground. It's fair to say. Mubaru, hand on the back as well, but it's fairly minor. The legs looks less egregious here. It from the previous angle. If it wants to get this right, and if it won't have huge bearing, it's likely on whether Uganda go through with now almost 12 minutes played. Additional time. It's supposed to be 6. wait for the decision.
bazajya baza bazajya baza ko turatse kudushotse n'udukina none natwo tuba tunateka ibya subscribers n'ibiki
The AFCON
natwe dushobora kuba dukora
well with Ghana, the Gambia, Somalia, Uganda.
izi live stream waza kuri action hano mushabitsi ndagasa
Botswana.
ibintu mu cyaka
Now made the decision. It is a penalty. Complete a chance to level things up and deny the Côte d'Ivoire a perfect record.
ibintu mu bya Côte d'Ivoire na Uganda ubivumbuye
Done. To cover. Gliding only with the player. Touch of the ball.
shani insazi n'ubu game mani bw'abayufu buri kuba na mukanyaro ubundi bubiri mbonye bukurikiranye ariko sinzi ko ndi buyikore kuko ubona ari bunarebe Chelsea na Tottenham sinzi ko umuntu aza kuza kuyishyira ariko ino ball y'abantu biri gukora ahubwo fu
Consolation in this game. Be a leveler. Consolation in terms of their progression to the quarterfinals. It's the most dilemma. Right. Straight down the middle. It's 2-2. Surely too little, too late. Uganda lead this game with their heads held high. Being denied the Côte d'Ivoire a perfect record in the group stages. Hard to know how much time is left, surely seconds at most. Supposed to be 6 additional minutes of time. We've had almost a quarter of an hour now, although with large breaks play throughout. Could they? Could they? Be all hands to the pump in defence. Côte d'Ivoire, that's for sure. Every player charging forward for Uganda. They can score in maybe 5 seconds, win it back and score immediately. Well, the complexion of this group changes quite dramatically. But unsurprisingly, there is no time to be added on. It was a valiant effort from Uganda. 2-2, but it was too little, too late. They twice equalised against the Côte d'Ivoire, but they will not make it through and join the Little Elephants in the quarterfinals. Côte d'Ivoire top the group. Uganda will head to the World Cup playoff for the second year running. It is a third place finish in their 3 under-17 AFCON appearances.
Mm. Yego. Yego. Ninde? Beta mukuru. Nabasezeye nabi gute njyewe? Njyewe se mwaransezeye? Hmm? Hmm?